You are now watching Syrus Speaks.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Syrus Speaks. I am your host, Syrus Huru, and today's episode is going to be about enlightenment over entertainment. So, the reason why I bring up this topic is because in today's time, it's really a growing concern. Everybody's really been focused more on being entertained and wasting time and doing things that really aren't helping their lives progress instead of focusing on enlightenment. So, for me, ultimately I feel like this life is it's an experiment. It's an experiment, with our spirit. It's a journey for our spirit, and we're supposed to be exploring. We're supposed to be exploring, ourselves, exploring our minds, exploring our possibilities, and exploring the world. Instead, everybody's just so focused now on, being on social media or just watching TV, watching sports, or just anything that's just pretty much just wasting time. You're just filling in the gaps. And half of the time people are just they're like recording the whole event. Like, I can't tell you how many times I go out to like a social event and people are just out there, like they're like taking selfies, or like they're taking pictures of like everything that's going on, and I'm just like, damn, like you can't even live in the moment, yo. And it's like you're taking away from everything that you're really supposed to be embracing in that moment. That's like, how often do you go out to eat somewhere and you see somebody taking a picture of their plate? I can't lie, I've been guilty of it a couple times. If it's like a really nice, decorated plate, I'm really into exquisite foods and stuff. But at the same time, it's like I'm not doing that every single time. I'm not every time I get like, a nice meal, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to snap a picture. It's like sometimes I just want to live in the moment, and just enjoy what I have right there, because that's an experience that I'm having. Everything doesn't have to be put on social media, and it's just like I don't know why everyone's so engaged in just trying to entertain themselves. I feel like it's because if you was to sit back and have to focus on the things that's going on in your life, like personally, it's gonna cause you to have to focus. It's gonna cause you to have to like cut out all the BS. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to do that because it's too much work for them. So it's like, well, let me just keep my mind distracted. If I can keep my mind distracted long enough, I'll feel okay about what I'm doing. But the problem with doing that is, in the meantime, all of those things that you should have been working on, should have been pursuing, they're all just piling up. And by the time you start trying to address them, it's too late. That's why you have people, that's older in life, looking back, talking about, damn, like I wish I would have did this, I wish I would have did that. And our generation is gonna be way worse, because there's way more distractions now than prior times. When I think about it, like social media, for example, the average person spends about 2.5 to 3 hours a day on social media. So that means that in 8 years, you will have spent a whole year on social media. Do you know how much like you could have accomplished in that time? People aren't connected spiritually. They're not connected socially. They're not connected intimately. They're not connected with their finances. They're not connected with the talents that they was given in life. They're just wasting time. And it's like, dog, like, you could log out of those apps sometimes. You could take a break from it. Like, people aren't gonna forget about you, because the moment that they see you in real life, they're gonna be like, oh snap, like, yo, you out here doing good. And 9 times out of 10, if you was to cut back on your social media use and playing video games all the time, you probably get your life together for real, and you probably realize, like, yo, actually living life is worthwhile. It's very rewarding. I think about how there's a lot of people who they just get caught up in trying to pay attention to what other people are doing in their lives, bringing it back to social media. We get so caught up in in this rat race of trying to keep up with this person, to keep up with that person, and a lot of times it's cap. Like, those people aren't living the lifestyles that you think they are. Yeah, you'll see them living lavish on social media, but if you see them in real life, like, their bank account might be in the red, but you wouldn't know that because they're just painting a good picture for you. I would rather have a real life masterpiece than a false picture of happiness. And all the while behind it all, I'm struggling. It just doesn't make any sense. And bringing it back to the main topic, searching for enlightenment. We are here for only a finite amount of time. Average person, living to be, if you're in decent health, in your 70s and 80s, that's really not much time when you think about how long, our planet has existed, how long, our species has existed. It's a blink. If you blink too fast, you just might miss it. So why are we wasting time? That's why, like, lately I've been really like cutting back on just shooting a breeze, or just doing stuff that's not constructive, or doing stuff that's not progressive with my life, because we don't have time to waste. A lot of people, they want you to waste time because they're not focusing on their dreams and their goals. So they're like, hey, if I can have other people to join me, in just wasting my time, I feel more comfortable about it, because misery loves company. And it's like, yo, that's why you see so many people out here miserable. It's not because they're not rich, because half of these people would know what to do with riches if they had it. And ultimately, there's things in this life that money can't buy. Time, peace, happiness. These are the things that we're supposed to be exploring and figuring out in this process, in this journey. And it's like, by just focusing on having fun all the time, you're gonna miss out on some real crucial, dynamics that you need to learn and, just embrace in this life. So I don't know, man. I really do hope that you all start applying this to your lives, because it's a lot going on right now, and I know it's a lot of distractions. They're coming up with new ones every day, and it's really just to keep you away from yourself. Because a lot of times, if you turn your phone off, you turn the TV off, you stop going to these clubs, stop partying all the time, you start to realize that a lot of that stuff really isn't for you. It's really not helping you in any shape, form, or fashion. 9 times out of 10, it's taken away from you. It's altering your energy. It's taken away from your time that you could be applying to doing other things that's more gratifying. Spending time with your loved ones. Learning a skill that you never thought that you can acquire. Just focusing on getting your money up. All these different things, man. They're aspects of life that you could be focusing on. And I don't want to see people continuing to waste time and allowing themselves to be lost in the mix. So I hope this episode really reached you today. Whoever you are on the other side of this screen. I definitely hope that this is a wake up call for you. Okay. Well, I'll holler at y'all next time. I hit y'all up. Got some other great topics to come up. All right. Peace.